Welcome, Sag, to your January Counsel card and original 4-card spread this month. Before we do that, since this is going to be the first time you hear what the 4-card spread is for January, I'll recap December just briefly. You had the Two of Wands in the position of the overall energy of the month of December. So, well, here you are, standing at the edge of all that you have accomplished. You've come a great distance at this point, and you have a lot to show for it. Whether that is in the accumulated wealth or just skills within you. There's a bit of monotony now in the way things are, in fact. And in December, there's a need to decide on a new course, a different course, because you have an insatiable knowledge. Pardon me. An insatiable hunger for knowledge. Your knowledge is also insatiable. And for experience, new experience. You want to know what you can do. The world out there beckons you this month, December. Then in your challenge was justice. The challenge is to be just, or to be treated justly, fairly. To mete out your judgments, choices, criticisms with total fairness. And to demand fair treatment. And if others are demanding fair treatment from you, then that might be the challenge as well. Justice. Now, in the position of the unexpected, we had strength. Unexpectedly, you're stronger than you think you are. You're able to surmount the challenges and obstacles and weaknesses that might be pulling us in the wrong direction. So you're able to surmount your challenges, surmount the obstacles. And 4 of Swords is the final card near the end of the month. This is a sort of recuperation from illness, mental stress, just to peruse quietly in your own sanctuary that which has embattled you. That's at the end of the month. So let's move into January now, Sag. Well, oh my, Sag, we begin with the Major Arcana card. In the upright position, it is the Devil upright. Well, primarily, it points to some sort of dysfunctional behavioral pattern that is either psychological or physical. A dependency on this pattern to to deliver us the kind of false pleasure, false illusion of everything is okay. Just moving along in this patterned behavior because it may feel good or comfortable or recognizable. The temporary pleasures of this behavior is illusory. You're always having to seek it again and again. That's why they say this is the card of addiction. But it doesn't need to be just that. It can be about our fears and behaving in ways that allow us to ignore that which needs our conscious attention. Sort of even the kind of arrogance that comes from thinking you know already it, whatever that it might be. But what it's indicating is that there's more to learn. And it can also be about, of course, being held spellbound by material things, the acquisition of material things, or maybe a fear surrounding our security, material things. Even our own body, again, being the most material. Fear that we can't keep it together, that our health or psychological health, physical health is okay. Whereas in effect, it may not be. And so these are the dark places in one's psyche that one looks for instead of ignoring. That's the overall impetus of this month, to not fall into an illusion that everything is okay, so that you can, in fact, detect the errors, the falseness, whether it's coming from you, your inside your subconscious, or whether it's coming from others. Because you know the devil can also be other people who are bedeviling you or who are trying to paint an illusion of some sort to entrap you, to persuade you to move against your own best interest. That's all. It is a very spiritual card, consequently, meaning that deep self-revelation, spiritual awakening is demanded of you. So it's a Capricorn month. Dogged materialism, perhaps, and all its trappings. So let's move on into what is your challenge, Sag. So yes, your challenge is the Four of Pentacles. So we have the Devil, which is ruled by Capricorn, a pentacle, an earth sign here we have another Earth card. So grappling with the material element. Maybe your attention is so drawn to it because of the fact that this Four of Pentacles shows you challenged to hold on to the material success and accomplishment that you have achieved. The setting of this card is against a gray stage or background. So again, that's sort of a color suggesting constancy. The grind, the ability to remain sure-footed within the material realm. His arms are in the form of a square. Square is the earth, pentacles. It's stability, remaining stable financially, physically, stabilizing one's physical health, stabilizing one's financial health. So there's a crown on his head that I've just now seen. It's the power and authority that you wield. So it is about wielding power and authority, meaning what you say, and building on the stability, the wealth, the financial stability that you've already achieved. Now his garment is passionate, color of red. So it shows his passion and energy. So you have to keep your passion and energy up for what you love to do. So your challenge is to achieve a balanced and stable financial, physical, circumstance, situation. No small task, especially when the devil is bedeviling you. In other words, where you may go into overdrive in that way. So be careful about that. Now we have in the position of the unexpected, the King of Swords upright. This may represent a person, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, person, male, who suddenly appears out of nowhere, unexpectedly, like someone who tends to be more cerebral than feeling, but on a more abstract level. What this is so this is a no-nonsense, no holds barred, rational energy. This is a way of thinking, an attitude that brooks no excuses and suffers no fools. So this is just getting it done. This is being intensely intellectually active unexpectedly. So there's a lot of mental activity going on here suddenly out of nowhere. You may be more severe, consequently, because of the task at hand. It shows that no matter what your challenge may be, no matter how difficult, you can shoulder it and reinforce order into chaos. That's the implication of this sudden appearance of the King of Swords. And at the end, we have a Major Arcana card. We are flanked by 2 Major Arcana cards this month. At the end is much better than the Devil at the beginning. We have the Hierophant at the end. So you reform. You come to your senses. You establish law and order in the realms, in yourself, and in others. You adhere to the rules, the doctrine of whatever system you find yourself in, and you dominate. That is, you become the quintessential leader, the exemplar of the highest kind of authority, the authority that comes from true wisdom and knowledge. And you are able to inspire others, and others come to you for guidance and counsel. And the establishment, whatever that establishment may be, family, job, project, whatever it is harmonic, well run, well organized. And you, again, are a conduit to greater knowledge within your particular field. And people come to you for your wisdom and guidance, which is wonderful. So you get things done at the King of Swords. Again, not, you don't take any prisoners, you just go and you accomplish your aims and you, again, do it. A lot of intellectual activity, which is then secured on a stable footing at the end of the month. What a wonderful turn of events, really. So you exit the month in spiritual, physical harmony, peace, where your knowledge, your expertise is looked up to. So let us see what your counsel is, Sag. And we have from Spirit, death, of course, upright. Well, this is, of course, I think the most profound card in the whole deck. Because when we are totally aware of the brevity of life, then each moment can be an opportunity to transform into our highest and best. This is an acceptance totally of oneself as an evolving being. And an ability to look within, to find those parts of ourselves that need to be changed, left behind. Ultimately, this is, again, rebirth, a new beginning. Heralding real change. And moving into a better behavioral, because again, remember the spread was about one's behavior, a patterned behavior that masks or hides various aspects of ourselves that need transformation, transforming. So this card is asking you to raise your consciousness, your awareness, and become aware of your own spiritual destiny, as opposed to the day-to-day mundane aspects of survival. Death says that this transformation will happen to you regardless of your resistance. There's an absoluteness to it, in a sense, that outside situations will force you to change, force you to transform yourself. But that's genuine spirituality, where you're not fooling anybody. Most particularly, you're not fooling yourself. So it's a card that says the way you've done things before is not right. Something needs to change. And that change means you have to let go of the old dogmas, the old absolutes, the old principles, the old situation, the old friend, the old relationship. Whatever this change may be, January seems to be a great month for this transformation, this spiritual unfolding to take place. So don't be afraid to change, to become someone you hadn't been before, because that is what Spirit is recommending for you, Sag. Thank you very much. All my best, all my love. Happy New Year.